Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with a book haul vlog. So this is part 1. I'm just going to vlog throughout the course of the month anytime I have some books to share with you guys. Because I think it's going to be easier than holding everything back and trying to do like a big video all in one shot. Because you guys know I like to thrift store shop and that's a thing. But the other reason I wanted to do this today is because I was at my local Chapters Indigo, which is Canada's version of Barnes & Noble. And I got some books there, and one of them is a blind date with a book, and there was no way I was waiting until the end of the month, my friends, to open that. So sorry for the crinkling of the brown paper bag. But let's get into, I got 10 books to show you guys. So first of all, I went to the thrift store, because the thrift store, and I got some books, and I'm very, very excited, especially about one of them. I always try and hunt out like the older ones, because they're more harder to come across, I guess. So the first one here is Love Inspired Suspense, and this is A Taste of Murder, by Virginia Smith. So there's that one. This one was published, yeah, in October of 2008. So it's not horribly old, but, you know, I don't know what number it is because these are not numbered on the side. But yeah, so like I said, October of 2008. Yeah, looks good. Sorry for the glasses and the glare that you're going to see in the glasses from my ring light. But in order for me to really like read stuff on here, kind of need my glasses. So yeah, so that is the first one. The next one is a older super romance, and this is Montana Dreaming by Nadia Nichols. And I mean, it's June on the range right now. The day that I'm filming this is actually the 2nd of June. And yeah, clearly I had cowboy romance on the brain, and this is part of the Home on the Ranch series. And this one was published in September of 2002, and it's number 1085 in the super romance line. Gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Like, look at that. That's stunning. I love it. And then I found a couple of older temptation novels. So we have Island Nights by Glenda Sanders. Very standard temptation type cover there. And this is from May of 1990. So yeah, a few years ago. Number 300 in the Temptation series. This series was long gone quite some time ago. It was then replaced by the Blaze series, which ran for like 900 books. And then it went away. So yeah, this is the predecessor to Blaze, for anyone who is unfamiliar with the Temptation line. And I got an even older Temptation. This was very exciting. This is from December of 1985. I would have been almost 6, 7, I guess. And we have Winning Hearts by Gloria Douglas. Look at that cover, you guys. That's the 80s right there. So yeah, this is number 88 in that line. So yay. Oh, okay. When top model Elizabeth Jackson was 16. That's concerning. She had been helplessly in love with John Logan. That is, until the rugged cattleman had spurred her childish advances. Okay, good man. But 6 years later, things were different. 6 years later, Elizabeth was a woman. Logan, on the other hand, hadn't changed a bit. He was still tall, muscular, and masterful. Still overwhelmingly virile. And Elizabeth intended to find out just how sweet revenge could be. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, so she's 22. No idea how old he is. I'm assuming quite a bit older? Maybe not quite a bit. That was kind of one of the things, the tropes, if you will, back in the day, where you had Diana Palmer was famous for it, or is famous for it, with a much younger heroine and an older gentleman. I mean, not that that's I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that that's a thing that, you know, tended to be a little tropey in these older books. And last but not least, sometimes when I find these, you guys, they're reprints. This one is not a reprint. I was going to get it regardless, but it wasn't until I got home that I looked at it and went, oh my lord, yay. So this is A Nightingale in the Sycamore by Jane Beaufort. This is number 1149 in the Harlequin romance line. I'm so happy to have this book, you guys. Oh my gosh. So, originally published Mills and Boon publication, 1957. The edition that I currently hold in my hands, Harlequin edition published, October 1967. This is from 1967, you guys. I got it for $1.50, or free, because the other 4 books cost me $1.50 each. And then you buy 4, you get 1 free. So this could have potentially been my free one. I mean, yes, like, oh my gosh. Wow, 1967. I am beyond thrilled to have this in my collection. Like, that is just fabulous. So yay, I'm super excited. So on to the new books that I got from Chapters. Let me put those over there. Sorry if the camera's shaking. I'm kind of putting stuff down on the table here. So first one I got here, they had a sale of 2 books for $20. Like, it's always newer mass market paperbacks. So I got Crimson Summer by Heather Graham. She is a favorite author of mine for sure. I believe this is the second book in a series. I read the first one, which was, or maybe this is the first one and I read the second one. Danger in Numbers is the one that I read. So yeah. 2022. This edition published in 2023. Yeah, and Danger in Numbers came out, I think, in 2021. So this must be the second in the series. So yeah, so it is a murder mystery. Looks really, really good. It takes place or set in South Florida, like in the I almost said the Appalachians, in the Everglades area. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Another favorite author, she has a brand new book that actually this just hit the bookshelves on Tuesday, or is it this Tuesday? Might even be this Tuesday. It's this Tuesday. They had this on the shelf early, you guys, at least to my understanding. And this is Summer at the Cape by Rayanne Thane. This is the next book in a series. What was the series? Oh, I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember the series name. Oh my gosh. How bad is that? And it's not gonna tell me. Oh, wait. Haven's Point. It's not that. I can't remember the name of the series. But it's... Oh, no, my edition is ripped. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Got over that relatively quickly, didn't I? I just have to be careful. This is a women's fiction type novel. While there is romance in here, it's more of a women's fiction. It's about 2... Wait, Summer at the Cape. Do you know what? My apologies. I'm thinking about her brand new book that comes out on Tuesday, which is called something Bookstore Boardwalk Cafe, something like that. I can't remember the title of it. That one comes out this coming Tuesday, but this one is the one previous to it. My bad. So this is With Poignancy and Heart, New York Times bestselling author Rayanne Thane once again delivers her charming signature blend of warmth and wisdom. As the older siblings to identical twins, Violet and Lily, Cammie was always the odd sister out. The divide grew even wider when their parents split up. While the twins stayed in Cape Sanctuary. That's the series, Cape Sanctuary. Duh. And their free-spirited mother, Rosemary, 14-year-old Cammie moved to LA with her attorney father. Nearly 20 years later, Cammie has returned home after Lily's tragic drowning death. So it's really a story about 2 sisters. So this sounds really good. This might have to bump up on my TBR at some point. You guys might actually see me read some of these prior to this video going up. Not unheard of. So yeah, this one sounds really good. Maybe next week I'll have to get to that one. And then I found a couple of Agatha Christie books. Not hard. She's always for sale in different places. But I absolutely love these editions. And I want, I think these are the Miss Marple editions. But I want all of the books in these gorgeous editions because I think they're so pretty. So the first one I got is The Murder at the Vicarage by Agatha Christie, which is the first Miss Marple mystery. So I'm very, very happy to have that. But I just love these covers. They even had 450 from Paddington available in this edition. And I've read it. That's the first Miss Marple. It's actually it's not the first Agatha Christie, but it's the first Miss Marple I've ever read. And I'm debating now on going back and picking it up. because I just want it for my collection because I think these are absolutely gorgeous and I really, really love them. And then the other one I got, I was very happy to see this one too, was Miss Marple, The Complete Short Stories. So I have looked for this everywhere, and you can read them on Kindle, but at least here in Canada, you have to buy every single story individually. And I just didn't want to, because I didn't know what order they went in and blah, blah, blah. So now I have this great little bind up. This might be great for next year for March Mystery Madness to I don't know how many stories are in here, but it might be fun to read. So there's 20. So it kind of might be fun to read okay, so it was called The 13 Problems originally. Okay. So it might be fun to maybe read a story a day for March Mystery Madness or something like that. So yeah, so I'm happy I got that one. And last but not least, guys, The Blind Date with a Book. I am so excited to see this. I just hope I have not read it. Yeah, so it says, get away to New England with our main character and meet her sweet granddaughter and not so sweet children. It says it's a fiction romance summer read. So I'm guessing a women's fiction type novel. And it says you can go in blind. So I'm not sure if it's part of a series or not. So shall we open it and see what's in here? I'm very, very, very excited. So, Nancy Thayer. I had a feeling. I think it's Nancy Thayer. I have not read this one. Ooh, yay. Okay, this is great. I'm very, very happy. This was worth the price of admission as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so yay. We have Family Reunion by Nancy Thayer. That is awesome. So yes. Eleanor Sunderland loves living in Nantucket in a gorgeous cliffside home that has been in her family for decades. Yet this year, she can't help but feel a bit isolated. Her best friend has skipped town, leaving Eleanor lonely and feeling nostalgic about her family's infrequent weekend trips to the island. Now her money-driven children complain and beg her to sell her beloved home for a steep payout. Hoping to kick the season off on a good note, Eleanor decides her 70th birthday may be the perfect occasion for a much-needed reunion. So that's all I'm going to read. That sounds really, really good. But I think I might hold this one off until, maybe July. This is a July book. It just feels... I mean, I know it's summertime, but it just feels like July. So yeah, I am really, really happy with this. I was really nervous. There was also a thriller that was there, and I'm just thrillers can tend to be a hit or miss. But yeah, no, I got a good one. And I'm sure these are ones that they're just trying to they're overstock or something like that and just getting people to buy them. But whatever, I don't care. I'm really happy. I love the idea of Blind Date with a Book, and this is fairly recently. It came out in 2022. So it came out last year. So yay. Family Reunion by Nancy Thayer. My blind date with a book. So I'm very happy about that. Excellent. Yay! So guys, I hope that you liked the first part of this book haul. We're already 13 minutes in. This might end up being a long video. I don't know. We'll all find out together. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you in my next clip. Bye, everybody. Hi, guys. It's the 11th of June, and welcome to another part of this book haul. So over the last few days, the last 2 days, actually, I have bought a few books. So I thought I would show them to you guys. So yesterday, yesterday was Saturday, my husband and I went to go to Walmart and do a whole bunch of running around. We were at this Walmart. It's a Walmart we don't normally go to, and they had a pretty decent book section. And I saw this one, and it was 25 or 30% off. I can't remember. But I decided to pick it up. It's called The Couples Trip by Olaf Kevisler. I'm not going to say that right. I do apologize greatly. But this one looked really good. And when I read just a little bit off the back here, it says, winner of the Swedish Academy of Crime Writers Award Best Debut of the Year, shortlisted for the Crime Time Award for 2022. Two couples set out together on a hiking trip that goes terrifyingly wrong in this addictive psychological thriller. And that's all I read about, and I'm like, that sounds really good. The fact that it won an award and was shortlisted for another award tells me it's going to probably be pretty good. So I'm looking forward to it. No idea when I'm going to get to this one, but yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this one. So I did pick that one up at Walmart. And then we went to Chapters Indigo, which is like Canada's version of Barnes & Noble. And I decided to pick up a couple books, but I didn't know that both these were on sale until I actually got to the checkout. So I have the Plus card. It's called the Plum Rewards Plus card. So I pay so much every year, and I get added money off. Like with a regular Plum card, you get, I think, 5%. With a Plus, you get 10% on top of whatever sale they happen to be having. So I got these 2 books, and it came to like $35, and I said to Garrett afterward, I'm like, it doesn't seem right. So when I looked at my receipt, I realized that both of them were on sale. So the first one that I got was The Devil and Sherlock Holmes, Tales of Murder, Madness, and Obsession. This is by David Gran. And he's the author of Killers of the Flower Moon. Now, I read Killers of the Flower Moon, and I really liked it. So I saw this one now. He is actually the author of the month for Chapters Indigo. So because he's author of the month, it was like 30% off. No, it was 25% off. Plus I got another 10% off with my card. So that's 35% off. So that's why I got it for a better price. And it says, from the best-selling author of Killers of the Flower Moon, a brilliant collection of true stories about people whose fixations propel them into unfathomable and often deadly circumstances. So this is a nonfiction novel, same as Killers of the Flower Moon was. And I think I might save this one for Nonfiction November. We shall see. But I am very much looking forward to it. Like I said, I liked his first book, or the other book that I read by him. I think this might actually be an earlier work. This came out before Killers of the Flower Moon, but they're re-releasing it now because that was such a big book. So, yeah. The second book that I got, again, did not realize, but this one was on sale as well. I think it was like Summer Reads or something like that. But they had a whole table of authors who are Canadian. They're like, hey, read local, kind of an idea. So I saw this one, and I didn't realize that Carly Fortune was Canadian. She's from Toronto. And this is Meet Me at the Lake. Is that not a great summertime cover? I'm going to read this one in July, I hope. So this one, essentially, it starts in Toronto about these 2 people who meet, and they agree to meet again in a year, and he never shows up. So she goes on with her life, and she's helping her mother. Is it her mother? At 32, Fern's life doesn't look at all like how she once imagined it would. Instead of living in the city, Fern's back home running her mother's Muskoka Lakeside Resort, something she vowed never to do. The place is in disarray, her ex-boyfriend is the manager, and Fern doesn't know where to begin. So Muskoka, that sent bells off in my head. So the book starts in Toronto, but Muskoka is north of the city. It's a vacationer's paradise. Muskoka, the lakes, it's beautiful. There's that guy from Dragon's Den. Is it Kevin O'Leary? He's got property up in Muskoka. So it's a very hoity-toity area. But again, very, very Canadian, right? So, she's up there trying to run this hotel. And then this guy that she met that one day, who was supposed to show up a year later, he never did. He shows up and he's going to help her run this resort. So, yay. It sounds really good. Pretty standard romance premise. I mean, we've all read books like that before. Very similar, but I'm really excited about the way that it's going to be portrayed in this, plus the fact that it's just an absolutely gorgeous cover. So, yay, cannot wait to read that one. The next 2 I picked up today. Yesterday. We had to go back to Walmart because we forgot some things. And this book was on the sale table, the books for sale table, and it was 25% off. So I heard about this one because I am part of a group right now for Garb August. And Garb August is coming this August. For those of you who are new, it is a month-long reading event to read quote-unquote trash books. Not the highbrow literature that we're all used to potentially reading, excuse me. Or some people are. I prefer my trash over classic books. So one of the you guys are gonna see a video on this in the weeks to come. But one of the prompts is to read a book by a celebrity. Either it being a biography or just a book that they've written, like Tom Hanks has written a book. Stuff like that, right? But they posted this one, and a lot of them were like, I don't know, it's not my kind of thing. But when I read the back, I'm like, this is so up my alley. So this is called This Bird Has Flown by Susanna Hoffs. Now, I had no idea who this author was. She's a famous person. A delightfully funny and romantic debut novel from Susanna Hoffs, celebrated performer and co-founder of the Bangles. So that a singing group. She's a singer, essentially. So, boasting one of pop's most beloved voices, Susanna Hoffs co-founded the Bangles in 1981, with whom she recorded and released a string of chart-topping singles before embarking on a critically acclaimed solo career. The Bird Has Flown is her first novel. She lives in Los Angeles with her husband, filmmaker Jay Roach. So, again, for a lot of the people who are part of like the Garb August group, they tend to read a lot more horror, thrillers, stuff like that. Romance is my jam, and this one sounded so good. So, Jane Start is 33, broke, and recently single. 10 years ago, she had a hit song written by the world-famous superstar Jonesy, but Jane hasn't had a breakout since. Now she's living out of 4 garbage bags at her parents' house, reduced to performing to karaoke tracks in Las Vegas. Rock bottom. And that's all I'm going to say about that one. So clearly she's trying to get herself back in the groove of things. This sounds really good. So this is going to go on my list for August. This is going to be an August read for sure, because I definitely want to get that prompt of to read a book written by a celebrity. So yay, I'm very excited about that one. And last but not least, we went back to Walmart again this morning because clearly we have a problem. The thing that we've been trying to do lately is to like buy stuff as we need it instead of like doing a whole big grocery shop. So I saw this one. I'm like, I didn't know that this book was coming out. I am a big fan of the author though. So this is The Scandalous Ladies of London, The Countess by Sophie Jordan. So this is a historical romance novel. Look how gorgeous that cover is. So it says, meet the Scandalous Ladies of London, a group of affluent ladies reigning over glittering Regency-era London, vying for positions in the hierarchy of the ton. They are young wives, widows, and daughters of London's wealthiest families. The drama is big, the money runs deep, the shade is real. Life is different in the ton. So I guess each book is going to be about a different person, like maybe one called The Widow, one called, I mean, who knows? I think this is the first in the series. So yay. I am very, very excited about this. Oh, this is going to be really, really good. So yay. So anyway, guys, that's my book haul for this part. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry I got the hiccups. I'll talk to you in my next clip. Bye, guys. Hi, friends. Happy next part of this video. I have absolutely no idea how long this video is going to be. It is what it is. So this is the next part in my book haul for the month of June. It is the 17th of June today. I bought some more books today. Garrett and I went to a thrift store and I bought a bunch of books at the thrift store, 15 of them to be exact. And then I went to Chapters Indigo because I was buying some books not buying some books. Well, I did buy some books. I was getting a gift card for my nephew for his birthday, and I can say that because A, he's not going to watch this video, and B, it's going to come out after his birthday anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But I came home with the gift bag, or with the bag from Indigo, and Garrett says, "You bought books?" And I'm like, "You didn't think I was going into a bookstore to just get a gift card, did you?" Honestly, silly, silly man. So I will show you that I'm just knocking everything over today. I've already restarted this video 3 times because I keep knocking stuff over. We're just going to roll with it at this point. So the 2 books that I got, the first one here is Out of the Clear Blue Sky by Kristen Higgins. So this is her book that came out last year, I think. I have not read it yet, and I really, really want to. I love the cover. This is such a summary book. I think this one's definitely going to have to get read in July at some point. Both of these books that are sitting in front of me right now are going to have to get read in July. Actually, a number of them that I have from the thrift store as well. No, those will be read in August. But yeah, this one definitely looks like such a great summertime book. So I'm very much looking forward to it. The other one is the second book in a series. I read the first book last year, I think. The first book was Delilah Green Doesn't Care. And this is Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. Now, I loved Delilah Green Doesn't Care. I gave it 5 stars. This is a female-female romance, as was the first book. And like I said, I absolutely loved it, and I cannot wait to get to this one. Every time I'm in the store, I see it, and I love the covers. Now, I read Delilah Green, I think, from the library, so I might have to go and pick up a copy physically so I can have the whole collection kind of on my shelf. There is a third one coming out. I don't think it's come out yet, but yeah, I am really, really looking forward to this one. Again, this is another one that might have to get read in July. I'm very much looking forward to it. Now on to the used book haul in my Walmart bag. We have a whole bunch of these bags, like, because, you know, we're not using plastic anymore. And yeah, so I always bring a couple. Garrett says, do you really need a bag? I'm like, we're going to the thrift store. Don't judge me. So I got a lot of older Harlequin books. And I got one book that I was super happy to find that I'm going to be reading for August, for Garb August in August. Now, all of these books I got for less than $25. So I got 15 books for less than $25. I will call that a win. So let's go through the Harlequin the Harlequin books. None of these are Mills and Boon, I don't think. And as I talk, I'm going to try and peel off stickers as well, because that's fun. So we have Daddy Warlock by Jacqueline Diamond. Pretty sure I'm going to end up reading this one for Garb August. This is a Harlequin American romance novel. This came out back in 1997. So this one, I have to read the back of this for you guys. I won't do this for all of these books, but I have to for this one just because it's so delightfully crazy. 7 years ago, a masked and spellbinding stranger at a costume party swept Tara Blaine away for a night of dreamlike passion. Her son Harry was the very real result. Harry was definitely not your usual kid. His gift for making objects levitate just wasn't normal even in California. Tara was starting to think Harry's dad was even more mysterious than she thought. But every time she's tried to find his house, the streets seem to rearrange themselves and signs point to different directions. Now a stranger has come into her life again. Chance Powers. Never mind. A man who had an oddly familiar effect on Tara. Almost like a spell. Like, this just is... And what kills me is this is the American romance line. Like, I don't get it. These were not... I'm not saying that this is paranormal, but it definitely sounds that way, doesn't it? Yeah, these were... Like, this line eventually became... Where's the book? You know, these eventually became, like, small-town cowboy stories. How we went from warlocks to cowboys in the same imprint, I don't know. But as soon as I read the back of this one, I said, oh, there's a Garb August book if I've ever seen one. So yay on that one. Next up, we have, okay, I'm not going to get the sticker off easily. We have Stranger in a Small Town by Margaret Watson. This is a Harlequin super romance novel. And this is from December of 2007. This is one of my favorite imprints. I miss the super romance line. They were fantastic. They're very, very similar to the special edition line that's being published now, which is probably why they got rid of it and just kept special edition. But yeah, these are really, really good. I highly recommend them if you run across any of them. Next, we have an Old Temptation novel by Joanne Rock. She writes a lot now for the Desire line. And this is her final fling. And this is part of the Single in South Beach series. That cover. Mixing business with pleasure, it says on the back. And this is from July of 2004. So yay. Oh, I love the Temptation books. Anytime I find them, I do try and go ahead and pick them up. So this next one is an old intrigue novel. And these are the worst and best covers all at the same time. This is from 1992. And we have Whistleblower by Tess Gritison, which is, yes, that Tess, that author who writes... What books does she write? She the Rizzoli and Isles series? I think so. But she's very, very well known. But she got her start writing category. So, I mean, okay. So, like, that part of the cover is cool. Right? What is this? This looks like an 80s ad for, like, workout gear. I went, okay. Her headlights slashed the windswept highway. And an inescapable collision set off a desperate flight from death. But it does, like... There's like a good cover and then there's like an ad. I don't get it. Again, the worst and best covers. This time period for the intrigue line was horrible and wonderful all at the same time. This is from 1992, so the early 90s. Next we have an old Harlequin romance. Can I get the sticker off this one relatively quickly without ruining anything? Beep. Yes, very good. So, this is Touched by Fire by Jane Donnelly. Definitely looks like an older man, younger woman situation, which was typical for back in the day. This is number 2150. And this one came out, it's got even the sprayed edges here. Bear with, I'm just looking for a date here. Original hardcover edition published in 1977 by Mills and Boon. Harlequin edition published March of 1978, so a year before I was born. But yeah. Do you know just what you're doing? Leon's cool question brought fan Fran abruptly back to her senses. It was true that for her uncle's sake she had tried to be friendly with Leon, but falling in love with him was another matter entirely. So there we go. Next up, we have a older Harlequin Presents novel. I love these ones as well. This is by Sally Wentworth. We have Lord of Misrule, which I love the title of. It's number 1357, and it's from 1991. Great, great cover right there. Next up, we have a special edition, a Silhouette special edition, but these eventually became the Harlequin special editions. And this is a old Cheryl Woods book. Yay, again, much like the Tess Gridison book, I love finding authors that I'm familiar with who no longer write category, but who got their start writing category. So we have Finally a Bride by Cheryl Woods. So there it is. This is number 987, and it is from October of 95. This is from the series Always a Bridesmaid. So yeah, kind of love that. This one looks really good. Adorable. Great covers on these. And these covers, these old ones, sorry, the stickers on the back, they kind of wrap around, so you're getting like the whole, yeah. It's delightful. I found an old Desire novel, which, you know, makes me sad and happy all at the same time, because as I complain about every single video this year, the Desire line is ending this year and makes me very sad. So this is an old one. It's number 1112, and it's from 1997. Now, there is an event that by the time you guys see this video, that announcement video will have gone up, that Storm and I are co-hosting another retro romance readathon, but this is a Christmas in July edition. And I grabbed this one specifically because it is a Christmas book and it's fits the time period, so I will be reading this one hopefully in July. We have The Surprise Christmas Bride by Maureen Child. So yay on this one. Finding herself in bed with her childhood love after being jilted at the altar by another man wasn't exactly Casey Oak's idea of a Merry Christmas. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun, I think. So yay on that one. Another older Harlequin romance here. Let's see if I... Okay, good. The sticker's pretty much coming off of this one on its own. Sorry, friends. I just don't want to rip these pages. I got to be super careful. So I kind of wish they would stick the stickers on. I wish they would just put like a little sticker, like a circle sticker in a certain color. Anyway, that's besides the point. We have The Lonely Road by Margaret Malcolm. Look at that cover, you guys. This is number 1728. And let's check the date on this one. Again, it's got the sprayed edges. Original hardcover edition published in 1965 by Mills & Boon. Harlequin edition published October of 1973. So this is from, sorry for the lighting, you guys, from October of 73. So yeah, that's that one. Another older one we have here. I love running across these ones so much. They make me so happy. Sorry, I'm just peeling another sticker here. Beep. There we go. That one came off really easy. Fantastic. Accept My Love by Mary Burchell. From, it's number 1704. And this is from, oh, it's got a ripped first page. Oh, well, it is what it, oh, no, it's not ripped. It's got water damage. Eek. Yikes. Unfortunately. Original hardcover edition published by Mills & Boon. Does not give a date. Harlequin edition published July of 1973. So there we go. Sorry. 1973. Next one we have is another older Harlequin romance novel. I should really be trying to do this later, but the sticker's kind of hanging off, and I don't want it to stick to another book and cause double damage, so, you know, that would be bad. Sight of a Stranger by Sandra Field. There is a 1970s cover if I've ever seen one. I really like her dress. I would wear that today. This is number 2480, and it does not have sprayed edges, as you can see. It is from original hardcover edition published in 1981 by Mills & Boon. Harlequin edition published in June of 82. So not the 70s, but close enough. Beautiful cover. And then the last of the older Harlequin novels that I have here from the 70s is, sorry, again, the sticker's just hanging off. Perfection. We have Meet Me Again. It says here, original Harlequin title, Nurse Allison's Trust. And this is also by Mary Burchell. This looks like it takes place in Australia. It's number 844. Now, again, this is a reprint, and I'm fine with that. This one might be one of the oldest ones in my collection. So, okay, let me just read the inside of this. Okay, it says, a special note of interest to the reader. Harlequin books were first published in 1949. The original book was entitled The Manatee and was identified as book number 1. Since then, over 1,700 titles have been published, each numbered in sequence. As readers are introduced to Harlequin romances, very often they wish to obtain older titles. In the in the main, these books are sought by number rather than necessarily by title or author. Yes, those of us who collect them are looking for older numbered books. Excuse me. I'll sip my drink here. To supply the demand, Harlequin prints an assortment of old titles every year, and these are made available to all bookseller stores via special Harlequin Jamboree displays. As these books are exact reprints of the original Harlequin romances, you may indeed find a few topographical errors, etc., because we were apparently not as careful in our younger days as we are now. Nonetheless, we hope you enjoyed this old reprint, and we apologize for any errors you may find. That is delightful. So, okay, when did this originally come out? Original Mills and Boon, published in England. Harlequin edition. Okay, here we go. Harlequin edition published in August of 1964 under the title Nurse Allison's Trust, number 844. This Harlequin edition was published in 1973. I love it. It was with eager anticipation and no worries that Allison set off on her journey to New Zealand and Australia. A trained nurse needs never be anxious about earning her own living, and Allison had a friend as well as a job waiting for her. In fact, everything turned out very differently from what she had expected. But all the same, Allison was a happy story with a happy ending. I love that so much. Oh, that is delightful. That is absolutely delightful. We have here another older Desire novel. This is 385. This is from 1987. So we have Lady Be Good by Jennifer Green. Look at that cover, my friends. Oh, delightful. Jennifer Green wrote a lot of books for the Desire line. Yeah, she's quite good. I enjoy her work. So we got that one. And last but certainly not least, we have an old Intimate Moments. So the Intimate Moments were originally published under Silhouette, and then they became the Harlequin Intimate Moments line, and they are now the Harlequin Romantic Suspense line. So if you are looking for those books, that's what these ones are here. So we have Mary Burton. Yes, that Mary Burton. She also now writes thrillers, mostly. We have Wise Moves. Sometimes Passion is the Ultimate Danger. This is number 1426, and it's from July of 06. Very cool cover on this one. After witnessing her gangster brother's treachery, Kristen lived in fear that he'd find her. The government failed to protect her before the trial against him, so her only chance at survival lay in running as fast as she could and forgetting about having a normal life. Interesting. But my find of the day, sorry, I think these are a little dusty too. My find of the day, so for Garb August, there's been some chatter, so I am co-hosting Garb August. Stay tuned for the announcement video coming up for that in the very near future. One of the prompts is to read a V.C. Andrews book, and I know that there's like a group read going on for Ruby, which I tried reading last year and I couldn't really get into it, but I thought maybe it'll be a little bit easier to read with the group read. The other book that a bunch of people are going to be reading is Flowers in the Attic. And I'm like, I have not read Flowers in the Attic since high school, and it is trash. I mean, let's be realistic. All of V.C. Andrews books are trash, but trash in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, it's trash that you know is trash, but you're cool with that. So I had gone on Amazon, and I'm like, okay, the Kindle edition. This book is 40 plus years old. It was published the year I was born, in 79. And I'm like, it's got to be a couple bucks for the Kindle edition. I'm not kidding you guys. I'll put a picture here if I remember to do so, just for proof. In Canada, the Kindle edition is $16 or $18.99. I said, no flipping way am I paying that for that book. So I do know that I could find these books very easily at the thrift store. Not only did I find a copy of Flowers in the Attic, guys, I found the original hardcover edition. Look at this. This is actually the book club edition, it says. But this was originally published in 79. Yeah, I just am thrilled to have this. Absolutely thrilled. Somebody obviously gave this into the thrift store. It cost me $6. $6 I will pay for a hardcover book, not $16 or $18.99 for a Kindle edition. But yeah, I am super, super excited about this. I think I think this is the original publication, but like I said, for a book club, I think the original publication may have been in paperback or mass market, because it had the cover that was step back, where you pull the cover forward and inside, like this would have been cut out, and it would have been all the children. For those of you who are unfamiliar with what Flowers in the Attic is about, you're probably better off. So essentially, without giving too much, it's about 4 siblings, 2 sets of twins, if I'm remembering correctly, 2 older children and 2 younger children. And their mother is trying to gain favor with her father, and their father is dead, so she's trying to gain favor with her own father, their grandfather. And they go to live there, but they're kept in the attic until she can tell her own father about his grandchildren. And stuff happens, and that's all I'm going to say. Again, if you don't know about this book, you're probably better off, because this book is messed up. Like, this is one of those books that those of us were teenagers at the time, like I read this in high school, was one of those very scandalous, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm reading something like this kind of books. Is it a good book? No. But it was one of those rite of passage books in a way, like to say that you'd read a V.C. Andrews, or that you'd read a Anne Rice, or a Dean Koontz, or a Stephen King, at least from my generation. So yeah, this book is messed up, but I'm kind of interested about getting back to it. We'll see. It's been well over 20 years since I read it, so yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, guys, that's it for this point. My gosh, this clip was 20 minutes long. Again, I have no idea how long this video is going to be, so yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying it, and I'll probably be back with one more clip before I call this a day for this video, and I will talk to you guys then. Bye. Hi friends, welcome to the final clip for this book haul vlog. I hope that you guys have really enjoyed this. I have no idea how long it is at this point, but I have another 23 books to share with you. I bought some books this week, my friends. And yeah, I am super excited about all of these. I am thrilled at the one stack, the 20 books that I got, because I got such a good deal at the thrift store on these ones. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed this way of doing a book haul. Instead of waiting till the end of the month and filming one long video of all the books, you know, doing it kind of vlog style, if you will. I feel like all my videos are vlog style because they're not really scripted or anything like that. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm rambling and we have a lot of books to talk about, my friends. So first up that we have here was, this came out last Tuesday. I'm actually recording this on the what day is it today? The 27th of June. So this came out last Tuesday on the 20th of June, and that is Welcome to Beach Town by Susan Wiggs. I did pre-order this one in a nice floppy paperback. I adore Susan Wiggs' books. They are absolutely fantastic. She has not disappointed me. And when I saw she had a new one coming out, I had to pick it up. I'm going to be reading this one this summer, I hope. A great beachy read. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not going to get into what all these are about because we would be here forever. And I'm sure you guys all have things to do because I know I do at some point today. So the next thing is on Saturday, the Saturday that just passed, my husband and I, it was Friday night actually, I saw this ad on Instagram for this pop-up book sale that was happening at a brewery in the next town over, a brewery of all places. So it was called the Love and Death Book Sale. And it is a bookstore. It is the only Canadian romance-only bookstore. And actually, she runs it out of her house, so it's all online. She doesn't have a brick-and-mortar store. But she does a lot of these, like, pop-up, like, book sales and stuff like that. And it is called Happily Ever After Books. So there is the information. I will leave link to this website in the description box below. If you are local in Durham region in Ontario, Canada, I spoke to her, the owner of the store, on Saturday, and she said that if you're local, she's willing to let you come and pick stuff up at her house, as opposed to, you know, having it shipped, because shipping can be really expensive. Again, that's if you're local, right? So I did buy a couple of books there because, I mean, yes, could I have bought these on Amazon for a bit cheaper? Probably, absolutely. But do I need to give Bezos more money? No, not necessarily. And I wanted to support, a woman-run romance bookstore. So she gave me a couple bookmarks. I got those. I also bought some pins. So these are just some fun enamel pins that I picked up, which I thought were absolutely delightful. And she has stickers. So I want to get a clear water bottle, and so I can stick these to the water bottle because I think that'll be fun. I love romance. And then this one, I love this one. Ask me about my tropes. And then one here that is kind of like for her store. Happily Ever Books, Romance Reader Certified. I love that one. So yeah, so those are kind of the swag I got. Then the two books were, this one I had not heard about before, but I love the cover and it looks so good. It says, rival photographers are forced to collaborate on a body positive lingerie campaign, but they might have to readjust their focus when sparks fly. This is The Accidental Pinup by Danielle Jackson. Look at that cover, you guys. Isn't that delightful? Oh, I love it so much. I cannot wait to read this one. It looks so good. And then I got not the new Tessa Bailey, the book that came out just before the new Tessa Bailey. This is the first in the series. I can't remember what the series is called. Yeah, I'm not absolutely sure, again, like I said, what the series is called. But this is the first book, and this is Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. Again, a great summary type cover. Looking forward to that one as well. Again, supporting a small business is always the way to go. So then, after I finished work on Sunday, I was in the mood to get some books. So I said to my husband, hey, do you want to go to the thrift store? And he's like, sure. And I thought, oh, I'll go over to see, maybe pick up a few things. Well, somebody had donated a ton of newer Harlequin books, category romance books. Guys, these haven't even been read. And if they were read like very carefully because there is no breakage on spine. These are brand new. I got 20 books, you guys, for $25. Like, you can't get, these are brand new. They retail for like $8 a piece. So yeah, score. A lot of intrigue, you're going to, obviously the person was into the intrigue, romantic suspense. They must be, somebody like me who's fantastic. So let me go through them all here. So we have Dead in the Water by Janice K. Johnson, a Harlequin intrigue novel. Again, I'm going to go through these relatively quickly. The Bait by Carol Erickson, another intrigue novel. I haven't taken the stickers off of these yet, so they're all kind of still on there, but whatever. We have Unlikely Alibi by Lisa Childs, which is part of the Colton 911 Chicago series. Romantic suspense novel, Harlequin romantic suspense. We have Deadly Double Cross by Lena Diaz, another intrigue novel. We have a love-inspired book here. A Christmas Bargain by Mindy Obenhaus. Do love a good Christmas story, especially the love-inspireds are fantastic for that. Just trying to make some room over here. So if you see the pile get bigger over here, you'll know why. We have a desire novel. Most Eligible Cowboy by Stacey Kennedy. So there's that one. This is a December 2022 release, guys. It's less than a year old. That's great. I did find some older ones. So there were a number of American romance books. Again, not even read from what it like. If I hold on. Let me do it with this one. Oh, it's not going to do it now. Literally, I heard the spine crack. Not crack, but I heard it like when I opened it up. So we have In a Cowboy's Arms by Rebecca Winters. American romance. I love her outfit on the cover there. We have A Texan for Hire by Amanda Renee, another American romance novel. Grizzly Creek Standoff by Cindy Myers, another intrigue novel. Another American romance, another Christmas one, The Cowboy's Christmas Gift by Donna Alward. Love, love, love her books. So these ones came out in like 2014. Guys, these are 9 years old. And they look like they are brand new off the shelf. It's great. So the lady who works at the Value Village, when I brought everything up, because Garrett was carrying half the stack, she said, did you leave any for anybody else? I'm like, listen, no. So shush. I got here first. I'm the one who scored. So next up we have another American romance. This is Blame It on the Rodeo by Amanda Renee again. Absolutely gorgeous. We have another Harlequin romantic suspense. This one's from 2018, so it's a couple years old. But again, brand new condition. We have Rancher's Covert Christmas by Beth Corneliuson. Gorgeous, gorgeous cover on that one as well. Another American Romance by Donna Alward. We have Her Rancher Rescuer. Looks fantastic. Truth be told, some of these may be duplicates to what's already on my shelf, but for $1.50 a piece, I wasn't going to complain. And if I do come across one on my shelf, I will keep the one that's in better condition and I will donate the other one. Because yeah, that's what we do here. Another intrigue novel and another Christmas book. We have Christmas Bodyguard by Rachel Lee. Fantastic. And then we have another intrigue. I am really excited about this one. We have Lost in Little Havana by Caridad Panino. These ones take place, I think, in like Little Havana, clearly. South Beach Security Series. So this is like Miami type area. So yeah, yay on that one. Another intrigue novel. I told you guys there was a lot of intrigue we have here. Conspiracy in the Rockies by Cindy Myers. Fantastic. We have another Desire here. Midnight Sun by Barbara Dunlop. Takes place in Alaska. Yay. I do love a good Alaska novel. Another intrigue. We have Grave Danger by Nicole Severin. Looks fantastic. And two more. Last but certainly not least for these two books, we have a Maisie Yates. Guys, this one came out in February of last year. Rancher's Forgotten Rival by Maisie Yates. Part of the Carsons of Lone Rock series. Absolutely gorgeous. Love, love, love. And last but not least, this, again, brand new. Looks like it's never been read, from 2019. The 100th book written by B.J. Daniels. Iron Will. An intrigue novel. Like, it even says 100th book. Like, yay! So, yeah. Super, super stoked with all of the books that I found. So anyway, guys, like I said, let me know. Did you guys enjoy this type of video? Do you want me to do, like, one of these every month? Because yeah, I mean, I can add my book hauls at the end of my weekly reading wrap-ups, but I kind of think it's fun just to do a massive kind of a book haul at the end of the month. Is a lot of fun. So anyway, guys, that is all that I have for today. Let me know, what books did you buy this month? Did you guys go as crazy as I did? Probably not. But until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.